how God will work it out for you, and watch how he will allow that woman or man come back to you and apologize. They have to apologize. So that's why it's good to just be quiet. Yes, they be acting crazy. Yes, they do stupid things. But sometimes we just have to just learn how to be quiet and pray. Pray to God. Go to God and just cry out to God and say, Lord, I know you hear me. I'm here. I'm doing what you ask. I'm being quiet. I just need you to help me. And God would do that. But when we want to put our hands into it, want to talk back and act the fool and show out, all it do is it bring a lot of trouble. And all it do is escalate to the point that ain't nothing getting solved. And there you go, seeing yourself sinning because y'all both arguing. You probably done said a cuss word. And there you go starting fights and stuff. That's why it's better to just be quiet. Because then after you get through arguing and fussing, then you're going to be convicted in your spirit. Then you got to go back and say, look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for what I did. So just try your best to just be quiet and just listen sometimes. They want to act foolish, let them act. Verse 18 says, people sometimes lie to hide their hatred, but saying bad things about someone is even more foolish. A person who talks too much gets into trouble. A wise person learns to be quiet. Words from good people are like pure silver, but thoughts from the wicked are worthless. Good people say things that help others, but the wicked die from lack of understanding. And see, you'll know when people don't have no understanding because they choose foolish and dumb things in life. That's how you can tell people don't have no understanding. People that want to go to jail every day constantly. Every time you turn around, you going to jail over dumb stuff. Foolish things, making foolish and dumb decisions. Then you want to sit out there where everybody go to these get-togethers and folks out there drinking and stuff. When I used to go to get-togethers and I seen people drink and stuff, I leave because I already know it's finna be foolish talking. They finna talk about the past. Y'all probably sitting up there laughing at me, but this is what happens. When you go over to your family house and people start drinking, there where you go, they always gonna talk about the baby. Man, you believe whenever such and such said that, and there they go. About 20 minutes into the conversation, they start arguing. Here they go, start arguing. So I try my best just to stay away from that because nowadays when people do drink and stuff, they don't even know how to carry themselves. It's gonna either be a fight. It's going to either be a bang bang or it's something going to happen. So let us finish. 22 says, it is the Lord's blessing that brings wealth, and no hard work can add to it. See, when you do the work for the Lord and you do everything unto God and you live a godly life, you don't got to work hard. That's why people is jealous of you. They wondering why you ain't working and why you ain't going into factories, why you ain't working at Dollar General, why you ain't working at these restaurants, Wendy's and stuff, why you sitting at home and ain't got the work. Because God taking care of you. He's taking care of you. See, when you have to work hard, that means God is trying to do some things to make you appreciate. See, we got to learn how to appreciate and get this proud spirit out of us. Always wanting. Every time you turn around, we always want to do what the trend doing. What everybody else doing. Oh, I got to hide this, so I'm finna go get you working yourself to death trying to follow the trends because you want this new car that just came out. What's them cars is? Y'all, I'm sorry, y'all. Me and my husband be tripping out. He's sitting over here with his mouth wide open sleeping. I'm asking him what's the name of that truck, brother. He opened his eyes. He said, huh? What's the name? Them cyber trucks. Everybody trying to get those cyber trucks. Look at him. He won't even look at the camera. He got his head turned. Look at him, y'all. Look, man. That eyes is red, boy. You was over there getting you some good sleep, weren't you? Okay, y'all. Let me get back into the word. I like to have fun. Sometimes you have to lay in. But yeah, the folks trying to get to. I know one female. She worked 3 jobs, trying to hang with the trend. And it's like, why would you want to work yourself to death like that? Just because you want expensive things and you want folks to think that you can wear name brand clothes, like you killing yourself. I ain't even had no rest. Every time when you get out this job, you going right to the next. I told God, I said, Lord, I want to be at home. I want to be comfortable where I could be at home and pray and seek you, God. And just love on my husband because all my kids are grown. I don't have no babies at home. All 4 of my children are grown. I have grandkids now. So I don't have to just, I can enjoy my life. And then I told God, that's what I want. I want to enjoy my life. I want to be at home and enjoying. So in order for me to be in a comfortable state, I have to do everything that God requires of me. I can't go halfway and thinking that, okay, I'm going to jump this big old loop and get to on the other side and I ain't learned nothing. We got to learn things from God, how he want us to live and how he want us to carry ourselves and how he want us to talk to people, how he want us to love people. It's things that we have to do in order for us to make it. So when you get to heaven, what is God going to say to you? What have you done? Follow the trend, loving this world, always want the luxury and all this other things. But it's not wrong to love nice. It's not nothing wrong to want things nice. Cause I do. Everything in my house is really nice. But it's just the way of always just showing out with it. You know what I'm saying? Because like I told, my husband be telling me, I said, you don't know what I went through to get what I got. I said, I suffered. Some people have literally suffered to get what they got to have nice, right? And people is jealous of it. Like, that's sickening. We all should be supporting one another and be like, girl, I love that right there now. That's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Just hyping them up and say, yeah, I like what you got. I pray that God continue to bless you. But now, in the little city we stay in, everybody jealous. They look at you curving your eyes. They like, how she get that? How he get that? What type of job they doing? Oh, he must be over there selling drugs. They got all that. No, it ain't. It's the fact that we love God and God is blessing us. Jesus. Let us go on. I'm almost done. The wicked. Let me go back to 24. 23. Fools enjoy doing wrong, but the wise enjoy wisdom. The wicked will be defeated by what they fear, but good people will get what they want. The wicked are destroyed when trouble comes, but good people stand strong forever. Sending a lazy person to do anything is irritating as vinegar on your teeth or smoke in your eyes. And I have been through that, y'all. When I tell you I've been through some stuff where I done seen somebody that lazy and it take them forever, I'm like, Lord have mercy. When is we gonna ever get done with this? Like, really? I mean, so you just get irritated because you be knowing they ain't trying to have nothing. That's why sometimes folks just quit messing with them because they ain't trying to go nowhere. They're not trying to have anything. Verse 25 says, the wicked are destroyed when trouble comes, but good people stand strong forever. Sending a lazy person to do anything is irritating as vinegar on your teeth or smoke in your eyes. Respect for the Lord will add years to your life. That's what we talked about on our last teaching. When you respect God, he will add years. Everybody, you want me to tell you what everybody always tell me? They think, I ask people, how old do you think I look? Like, I'm asking y'all right now. How old do y'all literally think I look? A lot of people always say 25 and 30. And I'm like, oh, thank you. I appreciate that because people think I'm really young. Because I pray a lot and God makes me look young. I fast a lot. He makes me look young. But I am 43 years old and people literally think I'm a teenager. They really think that. They really think I'm in my 20s. They really think that. And I'm thankful for that. Because I'm not out here doing all crazy stuff. I rest my body. I make sure my body get plenty of rest. I make sure that I'm not eating all this nasty processed food. When God tell me to let something go, I have to let it go. And when I eat the way that God requires me, I look better, I feel better, and I can do things that I want, and I have strength. So what I'm trying to tell you is that, and when I'm gonna go back to about the respect for the Lord, but I don't know why I'm going this way. Maybe somebody needs to hear this. But when you do everything that God requires of you, your help it will show. It will show. You don't have to worry about, because it's a lot of people that I went to school, and oh my God, they look terrible. When I tell you that these people look so terrible, I'm like, what they done did? It's like they got these men, and these men running on raglet, and they looking crazy. Looking like they got raccoons all under their eyes. And I'm like, my God. I say, what is this? But when you are in a healthy relationship that God told you to be in, not your flesh, you will look younger. Your mate should each other. Y'all, when I tell you, and I'm not trying to brag, God knows I'm not. Me and my husband been married for 4 years. We done had our ups and downs. We done had our separation and all of that. And every time we separated, I prayed to God and I said, Lord, you gon' fix this. I didn't go run and start talking and telling people nothing about, why he did. I didn't do none of that. I prayed. And every time he left me and he went out there in that world, he came back all skinny. I done lost so much weight and looking all crazy and stuff. But then when he come back here and I put that word, because he know how I am. I said, we finna pray. We finna get in our word. I put that worship on that TV, and that's all that's in the house. Every day, all day, worship music. Worship music. That's all we pray. And when I tell you that my husband don't look the way he looked like when he was out there in that world, he looks more healthier. He done gained so much weight. I told him, you need to lose weight, because I said, your stomach is too big. He'll get mad at me if I show him, look, y'all. When I tell you my husband be looking healthy, that's because we pray together. We do things together. You know, we try to love each other. We don't try to get on each other's nerve. And if we do get on each other's nerve, because I love to play with him now. I always say things to him to make him upset. Then when I get him upset and he get riled up, I go right on over there and I kiss him. I say, I was just joking with you. See, you got to do that with your mate, y'all.
As long as you got real love. You gotta have real love for one another.
Yeah.
Cause love is genuine. And that heart gonna tell you, it's gonna thump. Boy, when I used to separate, man, I feel like I'm about to die. God be whooping my tail. Go out there and get the most slave-driven job, law about 60 pounds. I can't.
Gotta know how to break them men's back when you pray now. And God be convicting their heart, so that's what I'm trying to tell you. You know, it's a way to have fun. But let's go back to the respect for the Lord with add years. When you do everything that God requires of you, God will add years to your life. When you out there in the world, your years will be cut short because you worldly, and the devil out there trying to kill you.
Make you look old too.
Yeah. And I told my husband, I said, I like that gray on his hair because he look handsome to me. He look handsome to me. But it will make you, it would just make the devil be trying to do stupid stuff to try to trick you and make you think you're doing the right thing. And all he doing is cutting your years. Yeah. But see, that's why it's good to not stay out there for so long. You got to come back. Because when you come back and you do what God requires of you and everything, he will add years to your life.
And then, you're supposed to treat your body like it's your temple.
That's right.
But a lot of people don't. They get the whole concept that they get it all mixed up. They think it's good to be out here putting all this alcohol in your body. Alcohol will eat your insides up. I don't want no alcohol. Give me some water. I'm good.
You a mess. Yeah, my husband's a mess. He love the Lord, though. He love talk about God.
God will, man, punish you.
Okay, but respectful, it says, if y'all don't believe me, you got to turn this, because we on Proverbs chapter 10, verse 27. It says, respect for the Lord will add years to your life. You may be 90 years old and you may be looking so young, and you still, and God may say, okay, I'm gonna allow you to live 125.
Doing right by the Lord, He renewed the inside.
But look what it says, y'all. And we just talked about this. But the wicked will have their lives cut short. Look at that. So you don't want to be out there doing wicked and crazy and devil stuff. Well, I'm not doing nothing but just smoking and drinking a little bit because I'm stressed out, and drinking a little wine, and just going to the casinos every now and then, and going to the clubs with my friend girl because she just want me to go. You're worldly.
Sin. It's still sin.
That's still sin. You worldly. That stuff would get your life. Look, how many you know of folks went to the club and they didn't really want to be there, but yet they came unalive, unexpected, because something, a bullet hit them, and unexpectedly hit them. Just like how, things happen where people just walk up and they at the wrong place at the wrong time and they get shot.
Want to be on the scene.
Right.
I used to be bad about that. Want to be on the scene.
So that's what I'm saying. When you respect the Lord by living the way God requires of you, He will add years. But the wicked will have their lives cut short. What good people hope for brings happiness, but what the wicked hope for bring destruction. The Lord protects those who do right. See, God is going to protect you if you do right, if you listen. But He destroyed those who do wrong. I'm telling you, y'all keep thinking, well, God ain't that type of God. And okay, if God ain't that type of God, then why did God destroy the city of Sodom and Gomorrah? Why did He allow, what is the guy name that He put into that fish belly that was running? Jonah. I mean, God has to punish us sometimes to get our attention. If He do not punish us to get our attention, how will we know that there is a God and that God is trying to get our attention? That's why some of these people come out of their destruction. They come out of their going through. Some people be on their sick bed and God brings them out because God wants them to have a testimony and say, okay, I lived this type of way, but yet God brought me out because I changed my life. If we don't have a testimony, ain't nobody gonna want to live for God. So all of us got testimony what God had brought us out of.
Another thing, if you don't make mistakes, they say you gotta be a fool sometime. I used to be a fool. You gotta be a fool sometime, to gain knowledge. Some folks don't even make the mistake, because their parents really stay on them, But if you can learn by your mistakes and don't keep making it, I feel like you're on your way.
Well, I mean, I don't know about me being a fool. It's just the fact I don't want to keep going through nothing. I want to get up, pick myself up, and do right. Because I want to go through the promise. I want to get to the promised land. And that promised land is when you're living comfortably. You don't got to worry about anything. Everything is just good. Every time you wake up, you got money in your account. You ain't worrying about no food. You ain't worrying about no bills. All your cars, your houses is paid for. Your kids doing good. They got nice. Even your children is blessed.
I don't know why folks be trying to say that God don't love us. God love you. He really do. He love all of us. He just wants us to do right. But a lot of folks get that concept out because bad things happen. But you got to go back from the Garden of Eden. When it started from the Garden of Eden, that's why sin came into this world. Just because sin came into this world don't mean you have to indulge and stay in sin. That's why we have to read our Bible. And don't let nobody read the word for you. You read the word for yourself. And ask God to give you knowledge. And don't just be reading, but ask God to help you understand what you're reading. So it'll be comfortable with you and you'll know exactly what you're reading. And you can soak it up like a sponge. And you can apply it in your life, your everyday living. Because we need the Lord, y'all. I'm telling you, can't no man make no sun come up. Can't no man make no sun go down. I believe in God. I really do.
I got 3 more little scriptures and I'm done. And verse 30 says, good people will always be safe, but the wicked will be forced out of the land. See, the wicked people can't stay in the promised land. They got to be forced out of it. You thinking that you finna come up in this promised land? You wicked?
You have a good heart.
No. Those who live right say wise things, but people stop listening to troublemakers. Good people know the right things to say, but the wicked say things to make trouble. So what I'm trying to say is, get off around those that are always that don't mean you no good, and they're trying to start trouble with you. Let them have that.
Love them from a distance if you have to.
People get so mad at me. They be like, you don't never come out. You act stuck up. No, I don't act stuck up. That's because God, I'm saving my life. I'm wise. I don't hang around with everybody just because I want to do that, or just because such and such having a good together and they call me. I don't mean no harm, but no, ma'am, I'm not coming.
I've been through a lot.
I'm not going to go over there because I know how people act and I know what they do. So if they acted and they doing what they doing, I'm not gonna go over there.
I'm blessed.
I'm thankful for how God got me in the position that I'm at. I ain't got to be around nobody, hang around no groupies. If my family don't want to be with me, I still love you, and oh well. I'm fine. I'm blessed. I'm happy, and it is what it is. And when you learn how to stay away from the crowd, you will be truly blessed. You ain't got to worry about looking over your back every time you turn around and who doing this and who doing that. So all I'm trying to say is, choose the wise thing. That's what we've been talking about all this week, all last week, and ever since I've been talking about Proverbs. You got to have wisdom to know how to live this life. If you don't, this life is not for you. It's not for you. So with that being said, we thank everybody. I guess my husband finna say something before we go.
I just want to read this to y'all. I wrote this down. It's out of Psalms. It's 139. And this might help some people that might be going through something. Just know the Lord know everything about you. And this is out of Psalms 139. It says, Lord, you have tested me, so you know all about me. So God know all about us. We don't need nobody to go out here and tell us about ourselves. You know if you're doing right. You know if you're doing wrong. And just know this, God know your intentions. He know your thoughts. He know everything that you're thinking. And then it's like this. You know when I sit down and when I get up. The Lord know when you sit down and the Lord know when you get up. And he know this too. You know where I go and where I lie down. You know everything I do. So I'm telling y'all, just know this, God is everywhere. He's everywhere. He's in your thoughts. He's in your mind. That's what we need to keep him in our mind, so we can just be Christ-like as possible. I know we'll never be like Christ because Christ was perfect, but you can read and just observe what you're reading and just ask God, Lord, help me meditate on this word. Please, Lord, you just gotta be sincere. I feel like if you be sincere with God, I promise you, y'all, you will feel better and you will know deep down inside and you will feel the change. You ain't gonna feel the same no more. So, y'all just keep that in mind. Just keep a pure heart. That's all you gotta do. Keep a pure heart.
And with that being said, you guys, we'll see you guys in the next video.